Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. Welcome to Talk O'Clock. What a week. It's actually been a good week. I didn't pick up the camera once because I was just so very much in work mode and enjoying leisure time mode that I totally forgot the camera. And then yesterday in the evening, when I was ready to get to bed, I was like, oh, tomorrow's Friday. You gotta do the vlog. You don't have any footage. Well, that sometimes happens when you forget things because you're doing things. So what did I do? On Mondays, did I film on Monday or did I film on Tuesday? Now I don't know. So yeah, that wonderful device here told me that I filmed Tuesday. So I actually don't remember what I did on Monday. Brain fart. I don't remember, but I do have something on my glasses. So Tuesday was a very, very, very busy day. I filmed a lot of videos for my kids channel, the German Pinselgeschichten Junior channel. And now all I gotta do is edit all of those videos. If I remember correctly, I filmed 12 videos. So all day from like 9 in the morning to 6 in the evening, I just filmed, and you guessed it, filmed. It was a lot of fun, but it's always kind of weird when I film in German. I seem to miss words even more than I usually do when it comes to talking about art in German. So I do have the English words in my mind and I translate them on the fly. And sometimes it's a little wonky, but I think I'll get used to that at one point. I will get better in filming in German. But yeah, a long day in the studio, lots and lots of art. My studio looked like I don't know, a bomb exploded in it. Once I was done filming, the whole floor was covered with painting supplies, art supplies. And I kind of had to have my path figured out on how to walk in my studio with my rollator. Well, it's a little wider than me, so I gotta account for space when I'm turning and such. So kind of hilarious. I giggled quite a bit just because the studio really, it never looks this way, never. But I didn't, for whatever reason, feel like cleaning up in between the videos, because for every video I had a different kind of art supply that I used, and I seemed to not favor cleaning up behind myself and kind of just had it spread all over the place. But yeah, it was a moving challenge and a lot of fun too. And then Wednesday I did clean up the studio because I was not having it on Tuesday. I was just done. I was spent and I had to do housework as well and other things besides filming. So I was in bed really late and didn't do anything. But Wednesday morning I cleaned up and it took me almost an hour. So you can kind of imagine how chaotic my house has been on Wednesdays, and I hate chaos in the house. So I woke up to not a surprise, but to some work there. But Wednesday was also very lovely because we had our DSA role-playing group meeting and spent a couple of hours together playing, but also on Wednesday, and that was like kind of like a not so great moment. Sebastian had his MRI on Mondays. On Monday, not Mondays. On Monday. Speak correctly, Sarah. And then on Wednesday he got the results, and He has to have surgery. He's not gonna get around having surgery. So next Monday, he's actually having the pre-op appointment at the hospital. So we'll find out and see what they think they have to do and how long he has to stay in hospital and how long recovery will be. I mean, I can talk from experience with my broken leg. It takes a couple of weeks, and I just hope he's not gonna be in hospital that long because he's gonna go mad. But yeah, surgery is gonna come maybe next week. I don't know yet. So that's things to figure out and to, well, plan around and, well, with support and everything. Yeah, that's for next week. And speaking of support, that's actually something that I'm gonna do all weekend with him. It's really sucky that he has his right arm broken and he's right-handed. And he has quite a big cast. You're gonna see it in an upcoming video because I did something goofy, but I'm not gonna spoil anything yet. It sucks. He well needs help with showering and stuff, so that's totally normal and fine, but he also needs help with writing longer essays for university. So university restarted. Everything's online currently, but he has a huge essay that he has to write and submit, I think, by the 18th. And he has quite, well, he's struggling with writing it, like the physical typing and such. So all weekend we are we're gonna be here at my house and we're just gonna write that essay. He's gonna tell me what to write and I'm just gonna type. I'm like the secretary assistant typing what he's saying. So that's what we have planned for the weekend, and that kind of support also has to be then scheduled for when he had surgery, because from experience again, I think he won't be able to type a lot, like little emails or something just with the left hand, short texts, totally fine. But anything that is a longer essay for his seminars and courses and all the things, I probably need to help out a little bit because, well, he doesn't, or we don't want him to waste this semester. So we're trying to figure out how to do university with the cast and the surgery and where I can support and what I could help with and how we schedule that into our weeks and such. So that's what's currently been going on. We've started talking about it Wednesday when he told me that surgery is coming. But yeah, it needs a little longer to figure out how we're going to handle that efficiently. That's actually what we want to do. We want to handle it efficiently and in a way for him that lets him succeed at university. So that's a thing that we're gonna deal with, but we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna wait and see what they tell him on Monday in the pre-op appointment, and then we're gonna get to planning, I guess. What I also did, I kind of had a teaching moment this week. So on, I think it was Monday. Yeah, it was Monday. Sebastian's sister texted me because she has a school art project, which I find, I'm going to tell you about the project itself. I think it's really cool. And she asked me if I could help her out a little bit with a drawing, just giving her some pointers and tips and tricks, and maybe help her along the way whenever she's unsure about something. So I said, okay, I'm very busy Tuesday. Wednesday I would actually have been busy Thursday, but I kind of was able to shift things around so I could make time for her, and we spent 5 hours together at my house, and I've been doing the teaching a bit when it comes to drawing and all of that stuff. So the project they have to do, I gotta tell you about it, it's really cool. A local theater, like not movie theater, but theater, they are planning a new play for The Never Ending Story. And they called out for a contest that I think kids up to the age of 12, 13 or something can participate in. They have to draw a character from the movie or the story, and the best one will be put in an exhibition when the new play starts, and the costumes will be designed. The costumes for the actors in the play will be designed after that drawing. So I really liked that idea. Whomever came up with that idea at that theater, kudos. I really, really liked it. And Sebastian's sister's school, I'm not gonna name her here because privacy and such, so I have to construct the longer sentences. The school, the art teacher made it into a project for art class. So it's not something voluntary, but something mandatory for the kids in her class during art lessons, or for art lessons. They're still homeschooling pretty much. They have to draw a picture of one of the characters of The Never Ending Story and send it in to the teacher and also bring it to the theater so that they can enter the contest. And I really liked that, and I thought, okay, this is a very, very worthwhile project to help her out with. She was very excited. She put a lot of effort into her picture. She was as patient as could be, took as much time as she could handle. So she's been drawing for like an hour or 1.5 hours, which is kind of long for an 11-year-old who, when being in school, has like a 45-minute lesson, and like you can say maybe 25 minutes is real work and the rest is starting the lesson, talking about the project, and then going off to the next classroom. So I was very, very proud of her. She really, really worked very concentrated, very, very hard. She asked a couple of questions along the way when drawing and told me her process of what she thinks, what she should do next or could do next, or how she would approach something. And I just found that to be very lovely, and I enjoyed my time with her and teaching her a couple of things for colored pencils. She chose colored pencils. And yeah, after that, like yesterday in the afternoon / evening, I just went food shopping and cooked and did some work, video editing, you know, the things you have to do when you want to publish a video for people. And today I'm actually going to Sebastian's house. We're gonna play a round of Gloomhaven. Gotta go further in that quest through the scenarios. At this point, I have played the first 2 before with Daniel. I played those, and we played these 2 scenarios in the new group now. But I'm now at the point in the game where I don't know anything, where I'm gonna be very surprised by what story's gonna come up, or what kind of monsters we gotta slay, what we gotta do, what the goals are, what achievements we're gonna get, how my character is gonna evolve. I'm playing the Scoundrel again, just like in the first round of playing Gloomhaven, because I really like her. She really plays well. She has a couple of cards and a couple of skills that really are right up my alley, just in the way I like to play characters. I don't want to spoil too much for anybody who hasn't played the game yet and doesn't want to be spoiled and plans to play the game, but yeah, it's gonna be on Board Game Island eventually. It's gonna take some time because, well, Jan is still in the clinic. It's gonna take a lot of time until that show comes back up. But I'm, on the other hand, also toying with the idea of doing solo episodes. I'm gonna let you know whenever I plan to film something there and bring back the show for interim solo episodes. I haven't decided yet, and I kind of have a very full calendar, so I'm unsure if and when I can put an extra episode in. We'll see, you know. But I do miss talking about board games in videos a lot, because doesn't just me not publishing videos for it doesn't mean that I don't play a lot. So I play a lot. And yeah, we're gonna have a Gloomhaven session, and then Sebastian's gonna come back with me to my house, and we start the weekend with university work. I've been bugging him to write that essay for so long, and he had so many essays to write that he didn't get to it yet. He has kind of a construct yet, but told me this morning maybe we just restart. We're gotta check that out. So I'm curious how the weekend will be, what we can accomplish. And talking about my other very important man in my life, Jan is doing quite good at the clinic. Slow progress, but steady up the hill. So that's very, very lovely. He's got some new medication, he's got therapy, and he's really doing good with therapy. It was definitely necessary to get to that, and I'm still very sad for him that the outpatient program was closed down, because that would have been perfect for him, and he wouldn't have to have that dip again and really struggling again. But you know, it's things that we can't control, so I try to not linger with that sadness. But every so often it pops into my head, and I get really sad for him that, well, he gets the extra struggle and he has to overcome another thing. But currently he's doing really good. Sebastian is currently visiting him in the hospital. That's actually possible at that very particular hospital, that when you have masks and do the Purell treatment when you come into the hospital, then, or well, on the property of the hospital. You can't go into the building, but you can meet up in the clinic park, for example, and when you wear gloves, or a mask is mandatory, but you can also wear gloves or just do the Purell sanitizing thing. When you do that, you can visit people, and I really, really appreciate that, because people that struggle with their mental health, not being able to see anybody from their social circles is an extra load onto their mental health. It's an extra struggle. So I really like the the rules that that particular hospital made for visitors to, well, bring some joy and just help with the mental health of the patients. I really like what they did there. And I think every clinic that deals with mental health should maybe think about copying that program, or that guideline, that rule. Because if you see the patients on in that hospital, of course they struggle with their stuff nonetheless, but they kind of seem content. I think content is the right word, because they can see people, like their families, or a friend can come visit if, you know, they attend to the rules that the hospital gives for visitations. So they just seem to sail a little easier through that particular time that we're currently in. So I was very happy for the hospital to deal with the situation that way, and I think they did good. I really did. And I still do, by the way. Not only I did, I do. But I'm gonna let you go now, guys. I'm really trying to remember to bring the camera with me next week to the studio or whatever I do. I gotta do some gardening, so I really try to remember to bring the camera and not be in my own head all the time and so focused on the things I got to do and want to do that I forget to bring you guys. I'm sorry. But the sit-down vlog is over now. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you look forward to something nice, something productive, maybe. Take care of your mental health. I can't stress it enough. And take care of your physical health to stay safe. And enjoy the weekend as best you can. I certainly will do so. I'm gonna see you next week, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.